the raunchy star of Australian television. 26-year-old Abigail, an overnight sensation in the 70s soap Number 96.
I know you feel the way I do. You must.
Beautifully spoken, French-educated, the English-born actress was in huge demand through the 70s and 80s.
You can tell a good orange drink by its...
It's been 20 years since her last regular gig. 10 years since she revealed a battle with her weight.
It wasn't till I got out of the swimming pool and I caught a shot of myself in the mirror that I realised that I was vast, not chubby.
Then the star simply faded from the limelight. Until now, we discovered the once glamorous Abigail living as a hermit. Hidden under a large hat and veil, that famous face. Older, of course, still recognisable, still beautifully spoken. Sadly, though, she now lives in squalor. Her house in a remote farming community devastated by floods. Star and her husband, actor Adrian Wright, forced to flee a huge wall of water, taking refuge in an abandoned church. Setting up home in the church's tiny Sunday school building with their pet dogs, cats and chickens. Here there's no power, no bathroom, no hot water.
There's no electricity in the Sunday school hall. It's all been disconnected from the church. No shower or sanitary toilets or anything like that.
Neighbour David Watts.
I don't know how anyone could live like it, really. It's a sad tale, that's for sure.
Almost 300 kilometres from Melbourne, and this town's about as far as you can get from the glitz and glamour of television. And in the 6 years she's been here, locals say they simply haven't sighted the reclusive star. In fact, many astonished to learn she even lives here, let alone in the back of a disused church.
It's very sad. You don't see her, but you see him a lot in the second-hand shops buying stuff.
He is Logie Award winner Adrian Wright, a 30-year veteran of film and television.
Well, you're coming along fine, Lizzie. Just make sure you have a nice lot of rest.
Now Adrian's managed to offend the local community 2 months after the floods, and he's refusing to leave the church.
The locals haven't been happy since the very beginning. And I don't think they were happy about us giving them permission to be there. But people in need are in need, and you do what you can for them.
While it was widely believed Abigail and Adrian were squatting, the Uniting Church's Reverend Margaret Russell actually gave them retrospective permission to stay.
I thought probably 2 or 3 weeks they would be there, but the church certainly isn't going to evict them. But for their own sake, I believe they need to be somewhere that's more appropriate for them to be.
They're forever trying to get something from the community, but don't give anything back.
Neighbour Hayden Jones says Adrian and Abigail now stand accused of milking all the charity they can, expecting everyone else to clean up what was apparently already a mess.
They don't want to do it themselves, and they expect everybody to come and give them a hand.
Why should I feel sorry for her? Because there's other people worse off than her.
Teams of cleaners have already tackled their house. Today, council workers were hard at it, clearing the Wrights' property. Adrian obviously stressed, not prepared to give us his side of this story.
You know nothing about my private life or my wife.
I understand that.
Stop.
Abigail hidden somewhere inside her ruined house.
She's a bit of a legend, and we don't have many legends living in the bush.
Council worker Ian Broon.
I can remember where she used to be. All those young fellas used to sort of have a good look at her and sort of admire her figure at that stage, I suppose.
Oh, I think the colour's faded, don't you?
She was kind of like our version of Bridget Bardot. She was sexy, she was sassy, she was smart, she was a really good actress, and she was also good at playing serious roles and funny film roles. She was very underrated as a comedian. Men loved her, women were fascinated by her.
Soap opera historian and author Andrew Mercado.
I think most fans of Abigail will be very upset that she's in this position today because she really was such a superstar. And through the 70s and the 80s, you could see her in Christopher Essex gowns on the social scene in Sydney. So it is a big fall from grace. But, you know, I wish her nothing but the best and hope that she comes out of it really well and happy.
Because I've fallen in love with walking. I mean, I've always been a walker, and it's just fantastic.
Reverend, is the church in any position to offer them perhaps a more appropriate facility to live in?
We don't have access to housing in this area, and people have been working on their house, so I'm presuming that it's possibly ready to be reoccupied, but I don't know.
Everyone has tried to befriend her in the community, but yeah, it's just the way they choose to live, I suppose. She doesn't go anywhere. The only friends she got are the cats and the dogs and the chooks, and that's about it. Yeah, real recluse, which is sad in a way.